This morning, Donald Trump appeared on Fox and Friends. This was meant to be a softball interview, meant to give Trump some positive press in a context where they've been going after him accurately but roughly at the DNC. Trump sounds depressed. His voice seems almost gone. And he just seems very confused throughout the entire interview.
Mr. President, when you listen to the DNC and all the speeches, they're spreading so many different lies, and we eat, breathe, and sleep this, as you do too, more than we do. Right. And you know that what they're saying is wrong, but you don't hear your take. There's no one fact checking. And here is
just like was the case when Trump lied 100 times at the RNC and there was no one there fact checking. There's nothing unique to the fact that there's no live fact checking from the other party at the convention.
Governor Tim Walz trying to still connect you to Project 2025. Listen.
Some folks just don't understand what it takes to be a good neighbor. Take Donald Trump and J.D. Vance. Their Project 2025 will make things much, much harder for people who are just trying to live their lives. It's an agenda that serves nobody except the richest and the most extreme amongst us.
All right, so this is your chance to set the record straight. What's your response?
Well, first of all, he's a total lightweight, and he shouldn't be even having any access to possibly being president. The guy, he's been a terrible governor. They've had nothing but problems in their state. He has no capability.
Remember that Trump has praised Tim Walz as governor many times.
They call him coach. He's a semi-coach. He coached some football for a little while. This guy is a lightweight, and he shouldn't have access. And for him to say about Project 25 is disgraceful. They know I have nothing to do with it. I had no idea what it was. A group of people got together. They drew up some conservative values, very conservative values. And in some case, perhaps they went over the line. Perhaps they didn't. I have no idea what Project 25.
So Trump continuing to try to distance despite the inextricable overlap between Project 2025 and Trump staffers. Trump also suggests that Chicago bring back stop and frisk.
Day one, if there's a
do stop and frisk.
Trump presidency, what would you do in Chicago?
First of all, I know the people in Chicago. I know the police because I built the building there. I spent a lot of time building it. It's a great building, a
Beautiful.
Really great building. And what happened is I got to know a lot of people, including the police. You have a great police force in Chicago, just like you do in New York, just like you do in Los Angeles. You have great. They're not allowed to do their jobs. You've got to let the police do their jobs, number one. Number two, you have to do a policy of stop and frisk.
Now, people like Trump love stop and frisk because it bolsters their superficial law and order credentials. The only problem is that there are studies that have shown that while stop and frisk can, in the short term, reduce certain types of crime, specifically where you are aggressively enforcing it, the overall impact on crime reduction seems to be very unclear. Like there was a comprehensive analysis done of stop and frisk in New York where it was maybe most famously implemented. And it found, in the immediate aftermath of stop and frisk, in the immediate area where you do it, you see a decline in certain types of crime. But then what happened was they scaled back the policy and crime continued to decline everywhere, roughly the same amount. And it seems like it was actually more about the fact that the crime rate was just declining broadly. Of course, there are also negative social consequences to stop and frisk. Its application is disproportionate in its targeting of minorities. It's a mess. And Trump's big idea is stop and frisk because they just love it. They love stop and frisk. At the core, they believe that it proves they are for law and order. Trump not committing crimes would be a better way for him to show us that he's for law and order. And then finally, Trump again with the comrade Kamala stuff, and makes a completely unproven claim about her meeting with Putin. And the Fox host has to say, by the way, we have no evidence that that happened.
Biden sent, I call her Comrade Kamala, sent Comrade Kamala to see Putin in Russia 3 days before the attack. She went, she said, she gave her case. He attacked 3 days later. He laughed at her. He thought she was a joke.
And just as a quick clarification, we don't have confirmation that the vice president went to Russia to meet.
We have no evidence what Trump said is
with
true.
Vladimir Putin. I know she went over to Europe right before the incursion when Russia invaded Ukraine, and it's a war that's still going on right now.
Yeah, when the lie is so big, even Fox News has to correct it. You know that it's a whopper of a lie. So Trump's rallies, disoriented and confused. Trump's interviews, disoriented and confused. And the country is seeing the alternative here, which is the positive vision outlined at the DNC. If you're still using a free email service, your emails are often being scanned and tracked even after you delete them. Companies use the data to know everything about you and show you ads, even your most personal communications. That's why I recommend you check out StartMail. Unlike free email services, our sponsor StartMail never scans or tracks your emails. It also blocks tracking pixels, which companies and hackers use to capture your IP address. And when you delete an email in StartMail, it is gone forever, keeping your information private. StartMail allows you to create unlimited email aliases, protecting your identity and reducing spam. This lets you use different email addresses for different purposes, like newsletters or shopping. Plus, StartMail lets you encrypt every email, even if the recipient doesn't use encryption. Switching is easy. You can migrate all your existing emails and contacts with just a few clicks. StartMail also offers a business plan with unlimited domains, advanced phishing protection, and shared aliases for seamless team collaboration. Go to startmail.com/Pacman to get 50% off your first year. That's about $2 a month for a personal plan, or about $3 a month for a business plan. Plus, get 25% off additional accounts for team members. The link is in the description.